Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Quick Looks with the Casual Hour. I'm Chase Kennecke. I'm here with Bobby Pease. Hey, Bobby, I got a question for you.
Yes, I'm a Leo.
That was my second question. My first question was going to be, do you like Gundam?
I like tater tots.
Close enough. This is SD Gundam Battle Alliance. I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch, but it is out for damn near everything. This is a new Gundam game, Bobby.
This is a $59.99 Gundam game.
It's a full price Gundam game, yes.
Full price for half-sized Gundam.
Yeah, this is, so the SD in SD Gundam, I might have talked about this on a previous Quick Look or Casual Hour episode that we've done, but the SD stands for Super Deformed. So you see my little camphor here on the right side, my little blue guy here. He's not full size. He's a little diminutive.
Yeah.
And that's because this, I wouldn't call it chibi style exactly, but they are deformed style characters. Anyway, this game came out here at the end of August 25th. Like I said, I'm playing this on a Switch, but it's out on everything. And previous SD Gundam games that I've played have been tactical role-playing games, turn-based strategy stuff. This is not. This is an action shooter. You can team up with people in co-op. It's got we could just play online if we wanted to, or there's local. But you can team up with a couple of your friends and go in and go on these missions. And the whole idea here is that the Gundam universes have collided. And that's bad.
They do that a lot, it seems.
So Gundam's broken out into different timelines and different universes that are distinct from each other. There's the universal. We're not going to get into that. Anyway, the whole idea here is that these things are starting to kind of meld together into what are called breaks. That history is not playing out the way it should, and we're kind of time cops who are going back in and making sure that the people who don't belong in these universes. Pretty much, yes, we're the Doctor Strange here, and we're gonna hopefully fix things. So this is a weird thing, Bobby. You're going down these directories. This is technically like a simulation of history more than it is actual history. But you're kind of a hacker, or actually you're more of like a pilot, but you have a hacker friend who's helping you get down into these directories and find the shit that's going wrong.
Okay.
So I've got a couple of these directories open. Each directory has a handful of missions that you can do. There are break missions, which are ones where the history is fucked. And then once you've played those, you can go into the true mission, which is where it plays out more or less like it should, even though you can pilot whatever suit you want and totally fuck up history. They don't seem to care. Then this thing I just unlocked, I've put maybe like 10 hours into this, maybe less.
Okay.
But I unlocked these chaos missions, and chaos missions, you see there, it says 3 turns. I think I have 3 battles that I can do before these go away, and they give you limited time blueprints, and blueprints are what you use to make new Gundams. So I'm going to try one of these chaos missions. I haven't done one before. This is in Gundam Seed. I think Gundam Seed sucks, but we're going to do it anyway because that's where the chaos mission is. So when you get to this, you have skill sets and things. I've got my camphor here leveled all the way up. I can show some of these stuff off. So you have these equip skills. This lets me use repair kits quicker.
Got it.
This lets me gain friendship from partners. I'll show you the partners here in a second. But you have a number of pilot skills that you can equip, and you get more as you level up. And once I get to level 30, I can equip 3 of these things instead of just 2.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Gundam game full of menus.
So these are the mobile suits I've unlocked so far. They are listed by series. So this is the original Gundam. This is the goddamn Gundam right here, the RX-78-2.
That's the Gundam.
That's the Gundam gun cannon. So you unlock these things as you play by collecting these blueprints from these different missions that are just drops. Bobby, you've played a game called Monster Hunter before, yes?
Yeah.
Think of this as a lot like Monster Hunter, where you're not exactly carving things from the bosses, but they are giving you rare drops, and those rare drops can let you get these new mobile suits.
New suits, yeah. Okay.
These mobile suits, like most of these guys are at level 1. You see in the top right corner because I just haven't used them. The camphor I quite like, so I'm gonna use the camphor. Also, mobile suits go into 3 different categories. You see up in there in the top right, mine is a sharpshooter. That means I'm usually using more projectile-based attacks. You've got blue up there, all-rounders who kind of do a little bit of both, and then you have infighters who are more about melee damage. We'll show off more of that in a second. Anyway, I can upgrade this suit further if I want. You can see it's pretty well upgraded, but what I can do is uncap. And you get uncap points by getting other things that you find in these levels, and then you can upgrade these things further. Anyway, let's stop showing off that stuff. Let's show off the goddamn game. You also get 2 partners. These are the ones where if you're playing with friends, you can have them be your other partners, or you can play online and have those people be your partners. But if you just want to play this by yourself, you can have AI units, and these are people from the Gundam universes. So this is Camille Badan there on the left in the Zeta Gundam, and this is Raoul Crusade, I believe is how you pronounce his name, and he's in the Gundam... Oh, what is he? I don't remember the name of this Gundam, and I do not care. It's just relatively strong. So I'm going to take these guys in.
That's your partner.
These are my partners.
Okay.
Camille's a good guy in Gundam, and Le Creuset is very much a bad guy. But they don't care here. You can just bring in whoever you want.
Huh. All right. Like a Mario RPG.
Yeah, sure. So this mission, this is something that actually happens in Gundam Seed. The Alaska base gets blown up, and on purpose. Like they're trying to.
Are you doing dubs, or there are no subs? I'm sorry. Are you doing subs and there's no dubs, or how do you?
There are no dubs. You get Japanese stuff, which is actually kind of a little bit annoying. It's fine in the cutscenes between missions. But when you're in a mission like this, you just, like, they keep talking. And I'm playing the goddamn game, so I can't just read everything they're saying. So I'm just missing a lot of what's happening here, whatever they're talking about.
Right. You can't really, like, get into it because you're playing the game.
It reminds me a lot of playing a game called Samurai Warriors. So Dynasty Warriors, they always spring for the dubs. Which I'm glad, because I think those dubs are beautifully bad. But Samurai Warriors, they're like, we don't want to dub all that shit. So they usually just keep those in Japanese, and it makes those games a lot less fun to play without the big silly English voice acting. Anyway, so this is me. I've got my friends over here doing some stuff, and you're just kind of going through. This actually reminds me a lot of playing those Lego games, those Lego Star Wars games. You're just kind of running through as like a more toy-like version of a thing, and you're just kind of breezing through a little bit of history, a little bit of canon here. So I got my other guys rolling up with me, and we're just rolling.
They're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm. So, your melee attacks here, my beam saber stuff. I've got a light and a heavy here that I can chain together. That takes that boost gauge that you can see near my character that's going from blue, and it's starting to get red as I keep doing attacks. It's like a stamina meter. But then you also use that to boost around the levels as well.
Okay.
This must just be a dead end. Okay.
So this is not, you're not playing against other people right now.
No. There's no PvP stuff. You can only have other co-op partners that you can play with. But then you see on the bottom right there, I've got my main sub 1 and sub 2. Those are different ranged attacks that I have. Some units will actually have special melee attacks that they can do with these, but the camphor being a sharpshooter is all about range. So I've got my shotgun. I've got these, I believe they're called the Sturm Fausts. They're kind of like handheld rockets. And then I've got those 2 big rocket launchers on my back that I can really just
because that's the sharpshooter one, right?
Yeah, sharpshooter. I'm just using all sorts of ranged attacks here, but I can jump in and do some melee stuff too. I just have better stats for my range stuff. I also, you see there in the bottom left the flashing thing that says SPA.
Yes.
That is my special attack, so I can pop that whenever I want, kind of like Destiny Super. Even use both bumpers to pull it off like Destiny. So here I can do one of these. And it gives you a little thing. I can do my chain mine attack, and everybody's got a unique super. And just collecting shit from them there. Also, my 2 friends behind me, they have supers as well that I can pop. I can tell them to pop kind of like Mass Effect style using the D-pad here on the...
So you have control over what they do?
A little, like just that. I can't really like tell them where to go or what to do, but I can say, hey, pull off your super like that, and then he'll just do his super attack. It's not super complex combat. There's a block, a guard that you can do. I have a mod on that auto blocks for me, or auto guards, so I still take some damage, but you see there, when I took these hits, it has guard automatically there. Like, I'm not going to do anything to this guy when he attacks me eventually. It's just auto guarding.
So I've been seeing some stuff online that people are not happy about an aiming mechanism in the game.
Yeah, the lock-on, I think, is a little rough. Like, sometimes it's snappy, sometimes it's just not. Especially when you kill an enemy and you're like, oh, I want to move on to the next guy. I lock onto the next guy, and sometimes it'll just be like, you gotta wait to do this. But then sometimes it snaps like that, and that was relatively snappy. But now I'm kind of searching for another target again, and I don't know. It's okay. There's some light combo stuff. You can throw somebody up in the air like that. You do more damage to aerial opponents. There are some bigger things like these ships that I can fight.
So are you enjoying the game? Is the question.
If this was not themed as a Gundam game, I'd probably go like, there's just not much to this, and I don't really care. But I'm getting enough of the fan service, and I don't mean fan service in like a bunch of boobs and shit like that, but I'm getting fan service in terms of, oh, look, it's all my favorite guys, and they're working together. Isn't it cool that I've got Camille Badan, hero of space, out here helping me as I fight these. Like, oh, who would win in a fight between this suit from this Gundam show and this other suit from a different Gundam show that never would have showed up before? Oh, look at this! They recreated this scene from Gundam Seed, and if you like Gundam Seed, then maybe that's cool. I think Gundam Seed really sucks, so I don't really care all that much. But there have also been plenty of stuff. Like, this combines basically every Gundam show. I think every Gundam show they've ever made outside of like the Kid Show stuff that they've done. But any like mainline stuff is in here. I don't think everything from like the different mangas and things are in here, but there are some manga only things, like Crossbone Gundam is in here, and a couple other things that you might not expect from some Gundam games that are like, oh, we got a lot of Gundams here. But this one's like, no, we have basically all the Gundams here. And that's kind of cool. The problem is you have to unlock them all. And they give you very specific things that you can unlock at any one time. And I haven't really found one of my favorites yet. I like the Camphor, but it's not one of my favorite suits by far. So I'm kind of just waiting to get to a point where it's like, oh, they're gonna let me fight as the Victory Gundam now. That's what I want. But this is fine. Like it's perfectly fine.
Right.
Once you get past this part, we're gonna have some sort of boss fight. The boss fights are significantly harder than any of this content. All of this content is basically just child's play. But like once you get to these boss fights, they can be Relatively difficult, and some of them are against like some giant opponents, like big
Well,
mobile
that
armors,
looks pretty big up
ships.
there in the sky.
So I'm defending that. That is the Archangel.
Okay.
That is like the main ship from Gundam Seed. So I defended that successfully. Oh wait, that was it? Okay, maybe that Chaos mission didn't have a big boss at the end. Let's see if I've got anything. So everybody levels up. You also, there's little handshakes there below those characters. That's my friendship meter with them. And when you get higher friendship, like I just got the first friendship with Laker Say there, he'll give me some extra bonuses when I'm here. So I got a revision key. Revision keys, they said you can use to redo these Chaos missions at any time. I also got a Freedom Gundam Blueprint 2, but I already have the Freedom Gundam finished, so I just sell that automatically. And then I got some parts that I can use, just another equipment buff. Let me show off one more mission. I want to show off one of these bosses. So let's go back and do. Where's the Psycho Gundam? There it is. This is a big boy. Let's do true Psycho Gundam. Psycho Gundam is from Zeta Gundam. It's huge and it's awesome. And it's piloted by a cyber new type named 4 Murasame. And she's got some head problems. To become a cyber new type, they had to do all sorts of bad stuff to her. She's having a rough time of it.
But she's got a big ship.
Yeah, the bad guys put her in a big mobile suit and said, you know what, go fuck things up. And she's like, I don't know what to think about anything anymore, so she's just going to destroy a lot of stuff. So we have a very short lead up to get to her.
Chase, how does the game feel? Because it looks like it might not feel as good as it could.
I actually think it feels relatively okay. Like, it could be a little bit snappier, but for the most part, I think you're doing okay. You can, as long as you have enough boost, you can keep doing these combos infinitely. There are some cancels that let you kind of like boost out of these cancels faster. Like they have some stuff in here that I think is cool, but sometimes you just catch on a piece of geometry that doesn't feel all that good, and sometimes it does feel a little bit sluggish. But honestly, I haven't had that bad of a time with it. It's just nothing special. Like, it's not. Like I said, if this wasn't Gundam themed, I don't see any reason I'd be playing this. But I'm having a good time.
You've had a hard go with some games you're excited about this year.
Yeah. So is the case with the things that I like. There's this big ass Gundam, and we're gonna try to fight it.
That's big.
Yeah, and that's a different Camille, so that's an ally Camille for this mission, which is separate from the Camille that I brought in here. So we have double Camilles.
Jeez.
But these guys have patterns that you can kind of get an idea. There's perfect guards and counters. So if I guard at just the right time, then I can do like a little counter hit. But some of these guys have a. Oh, hey, I got the counter off. Nice. But that's usually relatively hard to do.
Do you feel like the game is hard to begin with?
Like anything that's not these boss fights, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But these boss fights can sometimes be a little tough.
I get that they're probably going for like a classic Gundam sound, but the sound is it intentionally supposed to sound like an older type deal?
Maybe. I mean, this is absolutely like an 80s anime.
Okay.
Zeta, this mission that we're in specifically.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like an 80s thing. That's what I'm definitely picking up on for sure.
Yeah, then it's absolutely just using I mean, it's using the sound effects and music of the different shows. So
Yeah.
it makes sense that this would feel old to you, because that's absolutely what they're going for. I just got drop kicked.
That was wild.
I'm pretty low on health, but I can push down on the D-pad to heal myself. I can also pick up my my fellow guys here if they fall down, and they can come pick me up as well. Oops. Get out of the way of that.
Looks like he's got a shield over, or at least something deflecting. Is that what's going on?
They're not really deflecting. I mean, he's got a big shield, but they're just taking damage. There are weak points on some of these bosses. Like most enemies, you can do more damage by hitting them in the back. Some of these bosses you can't. They have like specific weak spots. I think maybe the head. Can I get some? No, it doesn't look like it. It's just a big ass fucking Gundam. That's what it is. Oh god. Oh, I got that heal off just in time. Nice.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I'm pretty over-leveled for this boss as well. I'm 10 levels higher than this boss is.
Okay.
So, like, the first time I did this mission was a lot more difficult. I think I even failed this one a couple times. Oh.
Does it have a generous fail state on it, like, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty generous because you'll have like a down but not out thing for a while, and your allies can come and pick you up. It takes them a while to do it, and they can get knocked out of it by the boss. But for the most part, they're usually able to get in there and bring you back. And you see on the bottom left, I have 3 med kits. It's underneath my 506. So I have 3 more med kits that I can use. Sharpshooters get more than infighters do, and all-rounders are kind of in the middle. But my allies can pick me up, and it doesn't cost one of those repair kits.
Oh, that's nice.
So it is kind of generous in that technically you could just keep getting revived forever. So in that way, it's a little bit generous, but it is also kind of up to luck of whether whether the boss is going to cooperate with you. One of the kind of nice things is that even when you are downed, your special gauge still keeps going up, and all your weapons continue to reload. So even when you're down, you're still getting a little bit of bonuses. Alright, I'm hoping I can get her down just a little bit more and then use my special.
There you go.
Just gonna burn through all my ammo. Oh no! I think she boosted too far back. Oh no! She ran right up to me. Great.
There you go. Totally. I understood all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So she's defeated. She drops all that stuff, all that loot, some blueprints, some parts. And once this ends, we'll get back in there. Look at this camp. Camper's a little bit of maybe more of an edgelordy suit. Just kind of comes in here and has all this dumb shit on it, but I kind of like it.
It's cool looking for sure.
Yeah. Alright, up to level 27. So that's like a general rank, and that's for like the skills, the pilot skills that you can put in. It doesn't affect the camphor. Like the camphor mobile suit itself is level 30, and you have to unlock those with credits to go on each individual mobile suit. So it does have like a lot of numbers here that are kind of going around. So if I didn't already have the Zeta, I'd get more blueprints for that from doing that mission. But that's kind of it. Like I'm just going through here. There's some more story missions or story stuff that's in here. I think it's written relatively well. It's got like some fun translation, a lot of fun nods to previous Gundam series. Some really well done lines. but it's just kind of some silly fun.
Sure.
Like most things, I think this would be a lot more fun with your friends if you can just take in a couple people and you're going in and you're having a blast and just kind of not thinking about it. As a single player game, it's just a little bit thin. It's a little shallow.
Sure. That's the tough thing with these types of games, man.
Yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's just nothing super special. Anyway, that is SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Again, I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch. It is out on pretty much everything. It is a full-priced game, and it's fine. It's fine. Bobby, tell the folks where they can see more casual hour content.
If you want to hear more about Gundams, you need to tune in to twitch.tv/casual hour most Wednesdays, where we discuss it every Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Central, right there at twitch.tv/casual hour. We play games like the one that you just saw on Mondays and Fridays, where we do our Casual Monday and Casual Friday streams. And if you just want to hang out and support our YouTube channel, you can do so by liking and subscribing, where we put quick looks up like the one you just watched Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. We also post our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts every Friday morning. So get in where you can, make yourself cozy, and get to know the Casual Hour a little bit better.
Sounds
Chase,
great.
thanks for showing this one to me. This is very different than I thought it would be, in a good way.
Yeah, again, I would like you to come and play this with me because it'd make it more fun for me, but I don't think you would enjoy this game at all.
Well, we'll see if we find a sale.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys.
Thanks.